Okay, greetings. I am the design scientist, and today we're doing a special, what would you call it, a special interview with my daughter, whose name is Kayla Merriweather, and she is the president of Urbanaires. And we're going to get her to share some information about Urbanaires and how we all can help her to reach her goals as far as urban airs are concerned. So, Kayla, welcome to the coffee table. And basically, what would you like to do and accomplish with Urbanaires?
We would like to accomplish, or I would like to accomplish with Urbanaires, to build a community.
Who wants to be a billionaire? And the reason we say billionaire is because billionaires study astrology. Millionaires don't. Why is that? We'll get along with that after we kind of get into Kayla's mind on her conceptuality of Urbanaires. So, Kayla, what would you like to see happen with Urbanaires?
I would like to see Urbanaires grow really quickly. That's my expectations, that it would grow really quickly. First off, Urbanaires is a platform to build a community, to inspire the spark of a community, and within any community there has to be different aspects that have to work together in order for the people who reside in that community to thrive. So Urbanaires would be the platform to have those people in that community work together, and everybody would bring something to the table. So I would like to see that be set forth in motion, and to see people thrive.
Okay. Now, do you have any projects in mind based on Urbanaires that are forthcoming?
Definitely. As the Urbanaires are beginning to grow, we definitely want to put together a fundraiser soon, and that way we can start getting the funding that we need to start bigger projects to bring the community together.
Okay. And I understand you have products already, pretty much.
Right now we're currently selling the Urbanaire shirt, get you one. And the any purchase of the Urbanaire shirt will definitely go towards any kind of community event that we will have.
Okay. All right. And how long has the concept of Urbanaires, is it, I guess it's pretty new then?
It's new. It's still in infant stages, but it's maturing very, very fast. And the more we get the word out, I think it'll continue to grow.
Okay. All right. And can you kind of tell us what areas that you will kind of be hitting on as far as Urbanaires is concerned? As far as what I mean is like, will you deal with like education? Will you deal with like information dealing with business, or whatever?
The goal of Urbanaires, honestly, you don't have to be a certain age to be an Urbanaire, because people learn all the time.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely welcome the younger generation to join the Urbanaires, because the younger generation will be the next and upcoming to continue on the legacies.
Mm-hmm.
And so the principles that we work off, since we're a community, every community needs wealth, wellness, wisdom. So we definitely want to teach and also learn, because we are still learning, as like I said, as people every day. So there's something that I may not know that somebody else can teach me, and that's why we have to be a community. We have to be a network.
Okay. And we see some of the site part of Urbanaires up on the TV behind us, and we do see that wellness, wealth, and wisdom are some of the traits that they will be dealing with as far as, and I'll be with them too as well, because fathers and parents and mothers definitely have to guide their children through you know, a beautiful lifetime. What visions do you have of Urbanaires in the, I would say, immediate future?
The vision that I have for Urbanaires in the immediate future would be definitely recruiting. So recruiting as far as the younger generation, my generation, because I think that's where we need to start and build from there. Because there's, like I said, there's a lot we could learn from each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I really want to not only educate, but I want to also be a resource for people. And I feel like our wealth, wellness, and wisdom, all they have to be there. Those are the bases. You cannot have one without the other. Because wealth isn't just money. Wealth can also be resources. So one of my projects that I'm looking to do, my little sister, she attends Mizzou, and she has a mentoring group, and they're called A Woman Inspired. And the Urbanaires will be joining the mentoring group, just, you know, for a good conversation, kind of picking the brains of the young women that are a part of the mentoring group, and building on that and moving forward. So my vision would be to begin to recruit young women and young men who actually need to have a source of, well, to be able to output creations, whether it's music or writing, singing, dancing, talking, whatever it may be. Some people just need some kind of outlet, some kind of resource, and I want definitely Urbanaires to be a place where people can use their talents to help others.
Okay, all right. And so that's kind of getting in the area of motivation, but as well, actually creating a place and time to help manifest, I guess, talents of other people and so forth. And I know before we began the interview, you had a beautiful story that kind of acclimates the concept of Urbanaires. Can you kind of get into that for us?
So Urbanaires is definitely a community and a network of resources. And in order to be a community, there has to be unity.
Okay.
And within unity, that means that there has to be a group of people who can relate, converse, think and feel for one another. And so the story that I came across was that an anthropologist went to a country in Africa. The anthropologist went to a country in Africa, and he went to a small tribe, and he took a basket of fruit and put it in front of a tree, and told the kids of the tribe that first person makes it to the basket gets to enjoy the fruit. And he gave the signal for all of them to go, and the kids did the most astonishing thing. Instead of all taking off and running, they all joined hands and ran together to the fruit, and they all sat down and they shared it together. And it really took him back, and he asked them, you know, why did you guys do that? Because if one of you made it to it first, then you would be able to enjoy all of the fruit in the basket. and one of the little boys replied, Ubuntu. And in Zulu language, Ubuntu means I am because we are. And that is just so profound when it comes to Urbanaires, because that is the basis of it. A community cannot succeed if somebody is left behind.
Right. Okay.
So we all must have to move forward together. And so I can't be where I am or who I am without my community, and so forth and so on. So I think that message right there was just so powerful, because we all have to have that respect for each other. We have to be cognizant of the humanity aspect of the world, and I feel like we kind of have lost that lately. And Urbanaires wants to definitely bring that back and show people we must love one another, we must care for one another, we must know one another, because if we all can't succeed, we will all fail. So
that's a beautiful story, and it actually, you know, based on the African culture, there are so many profound stories and concepts that are actually predicated and established on principles opposed to belief. What else can you see that Urbanaires could help, you know, our youth to, you know, be the best that they can be?
I think I would definitely say Urbanaires could help the youth by mentoring.
Okay.
A lot of people are kind of just out here without any guidance, and they don't know how to seek guidance, or sometimes they seek guidance from the wrong sources.
Okay.
And we would like to be a good, powerful, positive influence on the younger generation. And as far as mentoring, we would mentor them to learn things that I necessarily feel like we don't learn in our school systems.
Okay.
As far as how to dress for a job interview.
Okay.
Things to say on the job interview, how to conduct yourself on a job interview, how to conduct yourself at work, how to dress for an interview, and as well as everyday life, how to conduct yourself in life, how to handle tough situations, overcome animosities, and basically to empower the youth. A lot of the youth don't understand how powerful they are, and if they do understand how powerful they are, they need to know how to use their power for the greater good, as they say, and to continue to build each other up and help the community move forward.
Applaud you at stepping up to become the president of Urbanaires, and I think that you will be rewarded beyond your imagination, and it's a wonderful thing to see our youth follow principles opposed to just conceptual theories. There are a lot of theories out here that that we all follow, because sometimes, you know, as far as our education go, we went to certain schools, but there are just so much more to know. Then you learn what your, I guess your vocation is as far as work go, what talents may be in you, but you may have learned that from somebody else. And you may not know what is in you that is waiting to just blow up or to come out and just burst into a beautiful energy of making a difference in the world. And so I think when we are able to create opportunities like to bring you on the coffee table where many people can see your ideals, that makes a difference, because otherwise we would not know. And so this is what the Coffee Table Forum is about. And basically, we all need each other. The coffee table needs Urbanaires, and Urbanaires need the coffee table. And actually, that is really the concept of I am, because we are. So my next question is, what is the most powerful event in your mind that you would like to do, I guess almost immediately, but I know with having a something that you really desire to do may take some time. So what is it that what type of event that you would like? What is the most powerful event you see in your mind that you like to establish and set forth for Urbanaires?
I would like to do a large meet and greet because I want to get everybody in one room and just have a really good discussion on how we can all work together to move forward. So I would like to invite everybody, the younger generation, the older generations, and let's discuss current events. Let's discuss things that are going on in our communities and what can we do as Urbanaires to improve those things. Who can we help? And I would also like to see people with a plethora of knowledge.
Okay.
Whether you're a business owner, whether you are just really into something that you feel like you can contribute to a group. I would like to see those people come out and meet our youth.
Okay.
And sit down and talk to them. I think our youth kind of feels neglected in a way. I feel like they don't have a network that supports them and to back them up. So somebody they can go to and talk to, or somebody they can ask for help, or just anything. Because sometimes people just want to talk.
Right.
So I think that would be a great start point for Urbanaires to introduce ourselves to the world and kind of show everybody, like, hey, when we come together, we can get things accomplished and we can get things done. Whether it's just a discussion, you never know what discussions can lead to. Discussions lead to ideas.
Right. Right.
So we can definitely put problems on the table and come up with answers to solve these problems.
Right. And solutions and so forth. And that's beautiful. I know we study a lot of things, you being my daughter, and I being your dad. I've had the opportunity to, just research information that will make a difference in all of our lives. And in that, I discovered the concept of Mayat, which is based on 7 principles. And this had really helped form me to the point that I was able to begin to live my life according to principles opposed to what they call believing. And it's really a big difference dealing with everything. And so when we deal with knowledge in order to build, whether it's a relationship or some kind of construct to do better, how do you think Urbanaires will fit into that, and what motivation would they have to, would you have to actually manifest something in that way?
By using the principles of Mayat, it definitely lays a foundation of just almost kind of like strength, courage, and wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
And Mayat principles are, I would say, in a way, I would say it's different from a belief because it's not, it doesn't focus on anything negative whatsoever.
Right.
It's all positive.
Mm-hmm.
And so once you get into a positive mindset, that attracts more positivity.
Mm-hmm.
And so while we're mentoring, we would like to introduce and instate these principles to anybody because, like you said, you can be at any age to learn something new. And
right.
People can be 72 and not know anything about the principles of Mayat, and we
right.
would like to teach you the principles of Mayat because they're so profound that they change your whole mindset.
Mm-hmm.
And a complete new mindset in a positive light can only make those things around you positive.
Okay.
And it can help you grow. So with our mentoring program and them learning the principles, I feel like it would give you a different skill, a mindset to be able to deal with everyday life
mm-hmm.
and kind of navigate through the turbulence
mm-hmm.
of life. And so I think that that's something that our youth needs to learn. It's something that I'm still working on.
Okay.
And so learning when I'm still, going through and learning how to live within those principles.
Urbanaires, the next generation, is right here before us, and that is where we are headed in our spaceship, in our space and time, or whatever you want to call it. So we like to ask Kayla if she have any comments that she'd like to wrap this up with.
Yes, I would definitely like you guys to come out to the store, the M&M store, where we distribute our Urbanaires shirts. I'll stand up so you can get a good look at my shirt.
You can walk up to the camera a little bit.
Just a little modeling. So I would like you guys to come out, and if you have any questions, feel free to come in and talk. If you have any ideas, once again, feel free to come in and talk. And remember that any purchase of an Urbanaire shirt definitely contributes to our organization and further future events to come for our youth. Okay.
So support us in Urbanaires, M&M store, and support us by purchasing, and the coffee table. Of course, we have products for that as well that we use to sell in order to maintain and keep a level of prosperity going. You know, you need some what they call capital. You need to have a good cap on your head in order to work out all the situations that seem to deter and tear up stuff. But we're not into destruction. We're into building. We're in the art of building, and we want you to come and join us. When you see a good fight, jump in it. So come and join us and help us to build what we call a new world. We have a concept called New World, which is NUWHIR. It's a new world. So it's a new world in our thinking, and a new world that manifests not only our concepts into what we see as reality, so that we can see level. So this time we thank you for joining us on the coffee table, and we'll see you soon. Mayat Hotel.